disappointing. There was a lot to digest in the game, but I look at both ends of halves. We didn't finish well at all. Ended the first half, give them the 2-minute drive, we give them the ball, and then they get 3 points there. So that finish wasn't good. Going at halftime, I thought we regrouped, but then the field position was not great. But our guys did continue to battle. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, get it within the score. We got the ball, drive all the way down there, 4th and 5. We didn't finish the thing. Still got 3 timeouts, and we can't get them off the field, so didn't finish like we wanted to. The group, battles in really all 3 phases. There's some things we didn't do well enough to earn a win tonight, and that's why it's frustrating and disappointing.
I was wondering, I mean, we've been going over this all year long, but how frustrating is additionally to see these same errors compound with the red zone and
yeah, the red zone piece is frustrating. Again, we got to keep looking at it. Again, be able to punch it in, go 4th and 2. That's on me. I'm thinking about the first drive. Go down there, saw the clock where it's at. It's 4th and 2. He's like, what? We'll just take 3, and we don't even get that. But we've got to find ways to get finished drives when we get inside the 20, 25-yard line.
Wondering about the Jordan Turner ejection. Did you get a chance to see it at all?
Not a great look at it, no. I mean, they're talking about it up in the box. I mean, that's tough. I got to see it thoroughly before I make a deep comment on it.
I was wondering if you saw apparently there was a little scuffle on the field afterwards. You see any of that or any comment on it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's on the other side of the field. It's an emotional game, and yeah, you don't love finishing kind of that way. Especially, I thought for the football game itself, it was physical. I think guys were playing really hard, and I thought it was a pretty clean game, so it's tough to finish.
Nate had probably the best game he's had here, I guess. What
Yeah.
did you see from him in both? I mean, in the pass game too.
Yeah, he was a smart, ran it well, made some plays catching the ball. I think about that late one on the last drive there, kind of a low catch, stays up, breaks the tackle, gets it all the way down. I think up to the 20. He played really well tonight.
6 penalties to none. 6 isn't a lot, but it seemed like they came at bad times, killed drives, and then you had a couple.
Yeah, I think about the procedures from the offensively a couple of times back to stuff. We got to get in the grounding where that was a killer. Regroup from, but again, overall, I thought it was a clean, competitive, physical game.
You walked through the end of the first half and the decision to not let the half play out and keep trying to go for it there with 20-some seconds left.
We talked about, I think we gained the possession, started right about the 30-second mark, whatnot. We got timeouts. We said we're gonna run the ball, and if we pop for a run for a first down, we're gonna be back on the ball and go. And again, didn't look like he liked his first read, so he goes to extend, and we give him the ball, just can't do it.
It felt like your defense stood up well against Michigan's rushing attack.
I thought in the first half it did. I thought there was some leaks in the second half part that we gotta do better on. They've had a couple long drives. Again, we tried to steal the possession on the kickoff, gave the defense a bad field position right there. They bowed up, get 3 and out, punished the ball, and we put down together a long drive to get at least a field goal.
Were you just looking to ride momentum with that, or what was the decision?
Yeah, we were down to score. The way the thing was going, the clock was moving, and what we thought on tape, and they recovered. I thought our leverage was pretty good, but we're offsides. That's where I go back to all 3 phases. I mean, we got kickoff return that we're starting on the 5-yard line because the error. There was some pieces in all 3 factors, all 3 phases of the game for us that didn't help us win.
I was worrying about the brain fart on me. Sorry, my fault. With Caden Schickel, if you have an update on him, and then Antonio Gates not being on the roster anymore.
On Schickel's end, we'll do it thorough, but it doesn't look good. Jack came in and snapped fine. Sam snapped on the short side, and nothing on Gates in particular.
When did you know he was leaving the team? When did you find out?
Last week, I think, became official.
So when it was 4th and 6, you guys called timeout. What were you looking for there? It looked like they played man-man, everything pretty covered. What did you see?
I thought, again, the picture we got man-man. The timeout discussion is kind of, we've got a few options here. Talked a little bit with Aiden, talked through with the offensive staff, felt good about the call. It's something we had called before, not this game, but before in the season and had success with it.
How big of a blow was it? You looked like you were going for it on 4th down. First drive, you got right down the field. You get the penalty, and you kick the field goal. No points.
Yeah, I mean, that's how these games go. You gotta respond back, but yeah, you look at the points in the red zone, we gotta find a way to do it better.
Is that a spot where you want to call it? You should call a timeout in hindsight?
Well, in hindsight, when you get no
Yeah.
points, hey, 100%, yeah, but it goes to 4th and 2, and the thing's right there on the goal line. Hindsight, yeah, I want no timeout.
Down 14, you guys were driving, cut it to 7. You guys are taking your time. Were you confident there that you were scoring, get it back and?
Well, yeah, we were, and I mean, we punched it in, we got 3 timeouts, the defense gets a stop to give us the ball again, we actually get a decent punt, cause they don't kick it great, I think we started about the 50. And so we had plenty of time to get that second score.
Jonathan, what did you learn about this rivalry within 24 hours of being in it now that you didn't know?
Well, experiencing it, yeah, it's passionate, neither side likes each other, and that's why I go back to it's pretty frustrating.
You had a lot of chances to get scores, pull ahead, I guess, in a rivalry game. Do you feel like you guys maybe wasted some of those opportunities offensively?
Well, yeah, we didn't finish, so that's a waste.
Defensively, a couple times, they were able to dig some receivers deep, such a situation where guys are just biting on what they see.
Yeah, the double pass, no question, we're biting on that and the run, and, again, you wanna play aggressive defense, you gotta play with discipline nonstop.
What was the mood like going into halftime? Because you guys dominated the first quarter and then, next thing you know, you're down by.
I thought the mood is similar to a halftime, come in, regroup, adjustments, these guys know it's a long game, and it all comes down to the, fourth quarter of the second half.
I know you usually wanna look back at it, but particularly those first 2 drives, the tone of the offensive line set for you guys, and then a couple of the responses in the second half.
Yeah, there's some bright spots there, no question, first 2 drives, moving it like we did. Again, I look at the second quarter, we didn't get much done, and really, we struggled with the field position in the second quarter, going through my kind of chart field start where we started and they did. But again, going into halftime, this is a tight score, and we didn't, we had our chances in the fourth, didn't get it done.
Did all you could do against Mullings and Edwards. What about trying to stop Orgy? He got loose a bunch.
He did, and we gotta look at this tape, because I thought we prepared really well for that. We anticipated we were gonna see a decent amount of him, whether he was a starter or not. Thought we prepared pretty well, and the kid bounced it a few times, and obviously finished the game when they needed it for some first downs.
What's important for you to see from your team coming out of this in terms of, you put a lot into this game, there's a lot of emotions behind it, but there's more games.
Yeah, it'll be important, because we did put a lot into this game, and we put a lot into every game, and I'm pretty confident, but we're gonna have to regroup and deeply digest this one, and then we move forward. We got a big time opponent coming in next Saturday, and I'm confident these guys will be back to work and ready to go again at home.
On Child's fumble, did he not feel the pressure, or what happened on that one?
I didn't deeply ask him. I mean, he's aware. I mean, he's running. There's a guy trailing him, but he obviously thought he had another step or 2.
What stood out to you, Jonathan, about their offense in the second half? It seemed like they were doing some different, they were more effective, obviously. Was
I
there
thought
different
a couple of early third down conversions, throwing the ball that they got, was a little bit different.
Well, good.
Thank you, Jonathan.